if there's wine involved, you can bet we're gonna be there. Got the Craftsman cordless job site fan. So battery operated, it's on their V20 system. It's hard to get any just kind of normal life things done. Going out, buddy. Huh? It's always something stupid, and it's always something little, and it's always something new.
We like a clean truck, and this is a little bit disgusting.
Very touristy.
Very touristy.
It smells like horse poop.
Isn't this adorable?
Today's adventures are going to include touring this mental asylum back here behind us.
It's currently called The Village at Traverse Commons. It was previously, though, the Traverse City State Hospital, and it was actually a really nice mental asylum, not your typical screaming patients chained to beds.
What's going on? Where are my shoes?
We're just going to walk around it. They do give tours here, and you can actually pair it up with the winery that's right over here across the street. You can get the winery, a brewery, and the mental asylum itself. So during the day it's $40, and then you can do one at night, a twilight tour for $35. But I think we're just going to tour it on our own, because I think paying $40 for a tour of this place, you got to be mental. So there are places that we go that surprise us, where they're not what we expected. This was one of those places. This is the mental institution still. We just got out, we did part of the kind of just walked ourselves through a tour there. Not what we expected. The way that they restored this and the way that they repurposed it is just really, really interesting.
Yeah, like he said, it was started originally as a mental asylum, and it was eventually shut down once the advent of psychiatric drugs and whatnot came into play. And they were actually going to tear the whole thing down, but some guy came along and he was like, hey, I want to keep it as is, essentially. And so he restored it, and it is now housing, shops, businesses. Kind of looks like a little mini mall in there. It's really nice stores.
You're not going to find a Radio Shack in there or anything like that. It's all unique local types of shops. But anyway, not what we were expecting. I didn't really have any expectations coming in here. I thought I think I thought we were just going to come through a dark, dreary, old mental institution, and that's not what it is. They've done a really good job of not only repurposing it and restoring, but also telling the story of it, and then explaining how they got from, you know, the initial construction, the idea of this place to where it is today. So one of the, I think, more interesting finds that we've had out here.
Yeah, it's a cool stop. You could spend several hours. You know, we're not done exploring yet.
Well, right, we haven't done the wine place yet, so obviously we're not done. If there's wine involved, you can bet we're going to be there. Okay, not everything we do out here is great and wonderful. We have Left Foot Charlie's behind us. It's a winery and tasting room. So we had a flight, and it was $16 for a flight of 4. Not worth it, totally not worth it. One of the wines was okay. I thought it was a sparkling wine, but the other ones I didn't really care for. So again, not everything we do out here is great. That was one of the not so great ones.
If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, hit that bell button so you're notified when we drop future videos. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps keep these videos coming to you each week. We really like hearing from all of you, so if you have any thoughts, ideas, or suggested topics, pop those down into the comment section.
All right, we got 2 new toys today. I call them toys because they're Craftsman, right? Craftsman, they make toys. It's a toy company, aren't they? So anyway, we got a Craftsman. Almost stabbed you in the face there, buddy. Got the Craftsman cordless job site fan. So battery operated, it's on their V20 system. And the reason that we're going with these Craftsman is because we already have some Craftsman cordless stuff on the V20 battery system. So we saw this and we thought this would be good for inside and out. We consistently find ourselves wanting a fan outside that we can really move around. So this one on the battery helps us. Plus you can plug it in to a normal wall outlet as well. So then we can bring it in at night if we need and use it, in the living room or, in the bedroom when we're, when we go to bed. So picked one of these up today. So this was about 70 bucks at Lowe's, 60 bucks at Lowe's. And then we're in need of a new vacuum, right? We showed you in a previous video that we needed a new vacuum. Ours went kaput. So we saw this one at Lowe's as well. It's I don't know, we'll see how it works. I never thought of Craftsman as a
vacuum cleaner?
Yeah, as an indoor vacuum cleaner, like maybe for your shop or something. But I mean, the reviews on it are really good. I mean, we just have bare floors in here with some rugs, and the rugs are very thin. So I'm thinking, why not give it a shot? If we don't like it, we'll take it back.
Yeah, and it was on sale. It was $50 off. It was $150.
Okay, so I've never really had a super preference on any brand. We're not like brand specific people, I don't think. But I got the vacuum outside, so that basically the small shop vac, and then I ended up getting a leaf blower, a small leaf blower, because everybody, if you live in an RV, you need a leaf blower to blow all the stuff off of your rugs outside, just to blow all the sand off of the chairs and all that good stuff. So I had those two. So, even though I'm not really a brand specific kind of person, I have been buying a lot of Craftsman stuff. If you saw kind of our loadout video for getting underway again, you saw that I got that Craftsman toolbox. It just happens that Craftsman is putting some stuff out lately that I really like. But typically not a brand specific kind of guy. Doesn't put out that much air. Puts out enough though. We showed you previously what we like to put on our burgers when we put those out on the Blackstone griddle. We like this Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. Tonight we've got some chicken thighs. These are bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. Now normally in the past we've always gone with the boneless, skinless stuff, but I accidentally got some of these at the store once and we figured we'd cook them up anyway. And what we use on it is the Kinder's all-purpose meat and veggie rub. And man, this stuff is good on here. So we like to smoke this chicken for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and then I'll turn it up to about 400, get it nice and crispy on the outside. And as long as I don't let them smoke for too long, they're super juicy, and this Kinder's rub, man, makes all the difference on these chicken thighs.
Too short to play it on speed run. Only get one, no option to rerun. Where the Babylon goes, too high to reach them. Down to earth, stay grinding when storms come. Rat race, only one to run from. Better say cheese, but say split in the funds. Living in the moment, I ain't worried about none. I'm straight chilling, back against the wall, too acquainted with the feeling. Like you lost the mark, find a way if I'm willing. Only fear God.
I'm too late. You already got it fixed. Well.
Oh, it was leaking.
That's how good he is.
It was leaking from here. I thought it was the hose because that hose is a couple years old, but I just tightened down the cap on the softener a little bit and we're good. It's always something stupid, it's always something little, and it's always something new.
Should we get the chairs out?
Yes.
Yes. Sit out here in the peace and quiet.
Yes.
Yes.
This the moment I break through.
Alright guys, so as you can probably see from outside, we got rained out. Pretty good rain coming down today. Yesterday was scattered rain, and so our time here in the kind of Petoskey area was a wash. So we didn't get to do any of the things that I had for outside, but that's okay because they weren't like big things. We'll definitely try to hit them on a future trip. But we were able to go up to Walmart because we needed Oh, we needed another septic hose that actually collapsed down because Jeremy had mentioned previously that we had these two that they just didn't store well. So we scored that. We also scored an outdoor rug that we've been looking for, and another sidewinder for our septic support. All right, I don't know about you guys, but we like a clean truck, and this is a little bit disgusting. So this is an amazing campground. The only negative is to get here, you are on dirt roads for about 5 miles. And this is what we look like after just a couple of days. Now, we're not as crazy about keeping a clean truck as some people we know. But we also don't want to be looking like we just got done at the mud races on travel day.
All right, a couple of videos ago, I told you about a septic hose that I didn't like. I can't remember the name of it now, but it was the blue and gray one. All right, this one here, this is made by Gator. It's the one that came with the new RV, and I still have it, but it just sits in the back of the truck pretty much all the time. And now I'm here to tell you that I also despise these brown and yellow ones too, because in order to scrunch them all up, it's not like the brown and orange ones where it's just like an accordion. You can just scrunch it up and it stays there. This one does not. So what that means is when I put that thing in the storage tube, I have to leave one end off of it, put the closed end into the tube, and then kind of scrunch it, you know, as it goes in. And then inevitably what always happens is a little bit of water, you know, probably 2 ounces of water comes out of this hose when I try to put the cap on it. So getting rid of those. And we're just sticking with the brown and orange ones. They're a little bit more pricey, but it's worth not having to worry about getting, you know, septic water all over the place when I'm trying to put these hoses away. So anyway, I think these are gonna go in the back of the truck as well. I'm gonna have to figure out a place where they can just ride back here and not slide around all over the place. But we're sticking with the orange and brown ones now. I'm not screwing around with this anymore. And I do still need one more of these, but they only had one at Walmart last night. So I got one 10-foot extension. I wanna have one more 10-foot extension as a backup. That'll give me a total of 4 of these. And that's easy enough to stick in those 2 storage tubes back there. So out with the old, in with the new. I did not, however, realize they were not gonna come with the caps. So I'm gonna have to steal some caps off of these, off of one of these, and just put that hose end to end on itself, and I'll be good. And so again, what I really like about these is when you scrunch these up, I would never do this with a used hose on my truck, but when you scrunch them up, they stay scrunched. And yes, that is the technical term, is scrunched. So now this, I can fit 2 of these easily in my tubes and not have to worry about having to scrunch it down as I push it in and get water all over the place, because that's disgusting.
Lemon squeezy.
What kind of smart ass thing did you say? Today's adventures are at Mackinac Island.
Yep.
It was a little bit of a bumpy ride getting here. But we got here. I've never been to Disneyland, but it reminds me of Disneyland, the pictures and stuff I've seen.
Yes, everything's like very just perfect.
Yeah.
Colorful.
Very touristy.
Very touristy.
It smells like horse poop.
Because you cannot drive on Mackinac Island. You can only walk bike or take a horse-drawn carriage. So
Yeah, there's horses everywhere, and walking up and down that main strip right there, when you're looking to figure out where you want to eat lunch, all you can smell is horse poop. You can't even smell like the different restaurants.
but the horses are pretty.
Yeah, the horses are pretty. So we're gonna walk around here. I think we're gonna find some place to eat.
Yep.
And I don't know what we're gonna do after that, but we'll show you guys along the way.
Yep.
Okay, ever since we left, we have done nothing but hike uphill.
All the pretty things are at the top.
She gets 9.9 out of 10 for the camping spots. She gets a 1 star for the hikes.
Well, in my defense, we have not been exercising like we're supposed to, and Jeremy's been having trouble running because of his knee. So hiking uphill counteracts the otherwise non-exercise that we have not been doing.
No. Oof. Stepping in the horse poop. I was just thinking walking through here that it's called Cemetery Row. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to be up here at night by myself. I'm sure it's safe considering our location, but it'd be creepy.
Yeah, it kind of feels like we're in a children's fairy tale, like Hansel and Gretel. Do we need to be like dropping breadcrumbs?
But this is super pretty back here.
So would you like to revamp my score on hiking?
Look, I see more hill up there, dear.
But the view is worth it.
Debatable. We'll see. So my opinion is all of this horse manure on the ground, it kind of ruins the experience. I'm not a fan of having to walk around and through the horse manure that's everywhere. I don't know. Maybe that's bougie, but I don't care. It may look like this road is just muddy, but it's not. It's 100% horse shit everywhere. I think they come through with plows, but again, I don't know, just kind of gross to me. This all could be because of my awful history with horses. Some people are allergic to dogs, some people are allergic to cats. I'm allergic to horses, and I don't mean like just a little bit. I mean, we bought a horse farm. Those of you who know us know, we bought a horse farm back in 2012, and Candice used to give me crap because I wouldn't help muck the stalls or anything.
I thought he was full of, you know what.
So one night I went out to try to help them muck the stalls, and it's like 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds, I'm the most miserable person on the planet. Wheezing, eyes itching, sneezing, coughing, eyes watering. I mean, so anyway.
It was pretty bad. I believed him after that.
Yeah, nothing helps either. So part of my problem with all this horse manure everywhere, maybe because horses to me are like Satan's pets.
Reminds him of misery.
Yeah, Sam wouldn't like that I said that, but it's true. I don't like horses.
All right, so it's the end of our day here at Mackinac Island. We are going to head back up towards the ferry. Jeremy's gonna get some fudge. Based on what everybody else has told us that we've mentioned Mackinac Island to, they said it's definitely a one-day stop. Come out here if you're in the area, but it's not really more than that. I'm kind of glad that we did come today instead of in the I don't know, the midst of tourist season.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people here today, especially when the ferries are offloading, but there's not so many that it just feels crowded.
Yeah, it's not unbearable. There's still, you know, it's not elbow to elbow.
Yeah.
Summertime, I think, would be elbow to elbow out here.
Yes.
So good day trip.
Yeah.
I could see coming here, you know, if you just wanted to take 3 or 4 days of vacation where you didn't want to do anything, but just sit around, you know, on one of these balconies at one of these inns or something, and just watch the people walk by, go out for an occasional dinner, get some fudge. They got lots of fudge shops here.
Lots of fudge.
Like every third or fourth shop is a fudge shop.
Yeah.
That would be, I think that would be a good vacation, to just come, chill out on a balcony, read a book, play a video game, whatever it is that you do when you relax. But other than that, spending more than 1 or 2 days here would be too much.
Yeah, and you're going to pay for it. I mean,
Oh, yes.
it's $30+ per person to get over on the ferry.
Yeah.
Bike rentals are expensive. Kayak rentals are expensive.
So let's
Food
talk
is
about those for a
expensive.
second. You said it was $30+ on the ferry. Okay, so what I saw was average probably $20 per plate at any of these restaurants.
Yes.
The bicycle rentals were, I saw, $12 an hour. They get you for everything. If you wanted to bring your bikes with you over on the ferry, it's $17 a bike. If you have an e-bike, it's $22 a bike. And if you have like one of those child things that goes behind where you just kind of drag it along, it's another $16. So it's a huge tourist trap here. You know, we kind of watched what we were doing because we didn't want to spend a bunch of money here. Just it doesn't feel like it's worth a place to spend a bunch of money. But it was nice to walk around. It was pretty. Worth the day trip.
Yeah, very pretty. Scenery is absolutely gorgeous. If you're out this way, definitely worth the trip, but be prepared.
All right, great. Now I can put the camera away. We're done recording, and I can enjoy my search for fudge. Free samples everywhere. You gonna show us what you got? Show us what you got. I don't know if these microphones are on. Yep, they're on. Okay.
All right, so we got this sticker because we actually went there.
Yep. So someday when we get our sticker board up, that's where it'll go. You ate all my ice cream.
All right, so we're wrapping up our third Harvest Host / Boondockers here at the Gourd Barn, and this is really cool. Inside, she makes just a ton of stuff with gourds over the winter and sells them here. She's also got antiques in there. It's a really cool barn to check out. This has been really amazing. It is super quiet out here. We are in Moran, just outside of St. Ignace, Michigan in the UP, and we have really enjoyed our time here. We'll definitely keep it on the list for coming back. And if you're ever in the area, definitely stop in. She's got some really cool stuff. All right, so as you can see behind me, there is plenty of room back here for a ton of rigs. Right now there's just 3 of us, but you could probably fit at least 3 more in here without really encroaching on anybody's space. You could park rigs over here. It's all pretty flat. We're gonna take a look inside this rig really quick. They have redone it inside. It is super, super cute. Isn't this adorable?